Hey guys, so today I'd like to talk to you about the difference between emotional support animals and service animals and why you shouldn't bring your ESA in public.
1, 2, 3,
My name is Brittany. I make YouTube videos on emotional support animals, my emotional support dog Maverick. I also suffer with chronic pain and mental illness, so if you guys want to know more about that, then feel free to subscribe and we can talk about it a little bit more. Really what I'm going to be honing in on today is why you shouldn't bring your ESA in public. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I feel like because I make ESA content and because I've talked about CertaPet, and if you guys don't know what CertaPet is, it's an online, almost like an online therapist sort of thing where you can pay for an ESA letter, and there's many different ones like that. So if you want to know more about CertaPet and what my opinion on CertaPet is, then just click up here. I think because I talk about ESAs, and that is kind of how my channel started, that I almost feel responsible for explaining to people what's really not acceptable, if that makes sense. And I know this isn't my job, but I feel like I need to make this video, and I need to make sure everyone who watches my channel, who subscribes to my channel, who even just comes across this video, knows that this is something that's really important. And I don't ever want it to come across as if I'm saying you should bring your ESA in public or you should treat your ESA as a service dog, because that's not true. That's not what I believe at all. So I just really want to kind of put it out in the world that, you know, that's not what I believe in, and make sure that that is known, and also give you guys some insight on why I think this. So first let's talk about what the difference... You say hi? Say hi! So first let's talk about what the difference between an ESA or emotional support animal and a service animal or service dog really is. An ESA is a type of assistance animal that alleviates a symptom or effect of a person's disability. An ESA is not a pet, but it's also not going to be considered a service animal. The main reason it's not considered a service animal is because a service animal is a working animal that has been trained to perform tasks that assist their disabled handler. For example, if somebody, and this is just one example, there are many, many different reasons someone would need a service dog, but this is just one of the many reasons. So for example, someone has autism and they have meltdowns, or they elope a lot, or they run off. So they might need a service dog kind of attached at their waist. If they start to run off, then the service dog might know, not to let them do that, kind of like stop them in their tracks. If they have a meltdown, the service dog might know to do some deep pressure therapy or kind of just calm them down. That's just a really simple example of it. It is a lot more than that. At home, he knows, if I'm having a panic attack, if I'm crying and I have my hands over my face, he will interject and he will do tasks for me. But he's not trained to be a service dog. When he goes outside, he doesn't listen. He is still training. He's still very much in the early stages of his training. He is a very happy and excited dog, so when he sees other people, when he sees other dogs, when he's in public, he just gets overwhelmed, very overstimulated, doesn't listen, and we're working on that. That is what his main problem is right now, and that is something that we're working on. However, because of that, he could not be a service dog right now. And that is really important to know. And there's probably some people who are upset at this point and are like, but why can't I bring my dog in public? I don't, who cares? It's my dog and I love my dog and my dog helps me. Well, your dog, your ESA, your pet, your animal that is not your service dog is not specifically trained on how to react in public, or rather not react in public. Although your ESA does provide comfort and companionship to you, and I understand that, and I am in the same boat, that still does not give you the means to bring them in public, and they are not allowed public access. The reason for this is everything I just mentioned before is completely valid, and those are part of the reasons. But I really think it's important to know that one of the main reasons is because service dogs know how to act in public. They have been specifically trained to be calm in public and not lash out, not be aggressive, really just act accordingly. Although some people might say, well, my dog does act fine in public. You know, your dog was not trained to do that if it's not a service dog. So I kind of worded that a little bit weird. What I really mean to say is that although your dog can be obedient and you could have trained it very well, that by itself doesn't make it a service dog. I kind of made it sound like only service dogs are obedient, but we all know that's not true, and you can definitely have an obedient dog that is not a service dog. Anyway, continue. And I think it's really important that you know that. If you are someone who brings your dog in public and pretends that your dog's a service animal, that's not okay. That is truly not okay. First of all, it's against the law. And second of all, it's extremely disrespectful to service dog handlers, because it's becoming so much of a problem nowadays to the point that actual service dogs are getting denied because maybe a company or a business has had a badly trained dog in their establishment in the past, and they don't want that, which also is illegal, but it's because of these people that are taking their dogs in public that are not service dogs. It's kind of hard to explain it because service dogs don't have an official like registration. They don't have to wear their vests. But whenever someone orders a vest online, buys a fake registration, it makes it look legit, and that's so not okay. I love my dog. I wish I could take him everywhere, but I know that's not okay, and so I don't do it. There are just things that you don't do, the social norm, the law, and I just don't think a lot of people know that. And I think because ESAs are becoming more popular, people kind of assume that ESAs are similar to service dogs. Your ESA can go on a plane with you. Your ESA can be in your home with you. Your ESA cannot be allowed public access. And yeah, so I just thought that I would make this video kind of explaining that. I was a little bit all over the place. I hope you understood what I was saying. And I hope that this helps some people understand why you can't bring your ESA in public. And if you are that person that's bringing your ESA in public, I hope this video helped you understand why that's something you shouldn't do. And you know, there are other ways that you can hang out with your dog that maybe helps you with your mental disability at home. You can take your dog to the dog park. You can take your dog to Lowe's, to Home Depot. They allow dogs. You can definitely turn your ESA into a service animal, but your ESA is not automatically your service animal. He's mad at me because he wants dinner and wants to go outside. You want to go outside? You guys can't see. He's got his little nose. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. I think that I don't know. I just think that this is an important topic that, because my channel is kind of surrounded by this, I think it's extremely important that this video be on my channel and that this video be highlighted. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that this channel and I and anyone who watches my videos shouldn't endorse ESAs in public and or just family pets in public, because it's really not okay, and it is becoming more and more of a problem. And I don't think people who are doing it realize that they are the problem, and they're ruining it for people who really do need their service dogs. So if you guys want to know more about service dogs, then I would highly suggest watching a YouTube channel called Chronically Jackie. This is a girl who I have watched for years. Her name is Jackie. She actually passed away in April of last year, so 2019. right after maybe it was May. I think it might have been May. But in the spring of last year, she and her husband had just bought a house that was just built for them, and then she passed away, never even got to set foot in her house. She struggled with chronic pain her entire adulthood, and because of that, she had her service dog Harlow, and although she has passed, her channel still has amazing content on it. I'm going to link her channel, and then her Service Dog 101 video, and then her All About Harlow video, Harlow being her service dog. So you guys can kind of see what a service dog really does for someone who needs a service dog like Jackie did. And I think once you watch and realize why people need a service dog, you'll understand why you don't need a service dog. And maybe you do need a service dog. Maybe the reason you take your dog in public is because you feel that you truly need a service dog and that you have no other way of getting one. And I'm just here to tell you that that's not an excuse. If your dog is not a service dog, don't bring your dog in public. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today. I can't believe I've been talking for 17 minutes. Like, what? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, and then Maverick on his social media. You guys want to see Maverick? I'll let you see Maverick. Say hi. Say hi. My hands are shaky. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.